Hey y'all, it's 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗃 and welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing today? Your girl is doing all right. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. You know, your girl done her hair the other day and I'm loving it. I also got these new earrings. If you can see, it has a little black lady on it and they're just giving me very much chocolate goddess vibes, like, you know. But anyways, in today's video, we're going to be talking about finding self-love and what self-care is. I truly believe that on a daily basis, people forget how important it is to practice self-love and self-care. And from big to little, we need to be making ourselves a priority in some kind of way. So if you're interested in how I practice self-love, or you just want tips on how to work on your own well-being, then before the video gets started, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'll wait. All right, now keep on watching. All right, let's first talk about what self-love is. Self-love is when you consider your own happiness and or well-being. I know that it is sometimes hard to put yourself first or before others without the fear of looking like you're self-conceited or too self-involved. And trust me, I would know because I'm that kind of person. But what people fail to realize is that it's okay to do what you need to do to be happy. Literally, me and my best friend 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗧 have these talks all the time. I'm the kind of person that gets shy or is less likely to do it for myself, but will do it in a heartbeat when it comes to someone else if I'm able to. But 𝗪𝗲𝗄𝗧, she helps to reassure me that it's okay to put myself first sometimes. Now, there are many different ways that one can practice self-love or self-care. It literally doesn't have to be anything too major or too extra, and it also doesn't have to cost a whole lot or cost anything at all. It all depends on what you need for yourself, and that's the bottom line. Personally, I like to tie self-love and self-care together because I feel like if you have self-love, then you're more likely to practice self-care and vice versa. So let's start with the physical side of things first, because you know, I feel like it's a little less deep than what we're going to get into, so be prepared. So this is where I say that self-love and self-care can tie in with each other. People are always going to have something to say, but if you feel like you need to spend some money on a new set of nails every 2 weeks, or you like to keep your girly parts, you know, waxed and tamed, then do it. Like, I'm all in your face right now. Like, literally, you need to just do it. If you want to set a morning routine into your schedule, or put some time aside to have to yourself, read a book, have a drink, focus on you, then do it. Go to the doctor, get your yearly checkup, your yearly physical, whatever. See a therapist, talk to someone. People are going to talk regardless of what you do, so you might as well do what it is that you want and need for yourself. What you consider to be self-care and therapeutic for yourself can differ from what someone else considers to be theirs, and no one should be speaking on anything that doesn't pertain to them. I'm the kind of person, I like to do things for other people before I do them for myself, but lately I've been really working on doing what it is that I need and want for my own self. Again, it doesn't have to cost a lot, it doesn't have to cost anything, but if I feel like it's something that I need to feel better about myself, better inside of me, just, you know, just all together, then I'm gonna do it, or at least I'm trying to practice doing it, because again, I'm quick to do something for someone else before myself, and that's not healthy. You know, it's nice, yeah, everybody loves when you do stuff for them, but what are people doing for you? You know, you can't rely on people to do things for you. You need to do it for yourself. Now, on the internal side of things, self-love can be as simple as speaking possibility into your life and or speaking positive affirmations to yourself. Yeah, you're physically doing it, but it's for your internal well-being, like your mind, your body, your soul. The more you speak it, the more you say it, the more you become it, and you'll start to believe it more. For example, every morning before I head to work or wherever I'm going, that's the time when I like to pray. That's the time when I like to say like my affirmations. I'm kind, I am patient, I'm beautiful, I am successful, I am going to reach those goals. Today I am going to do this and be that. Like, the more and more I say it, the more and more I start to believe it. And again, that's better for my overall well-being, because your girl be about to cut loose sometimes, so I need those affirmations in my life to keep me grounded. Like, that's time for myself to focus on myself. Anytime that we speak negatively about ourselves, we are literally draining our own self-esteem. Some of you may not know, or you probably haven't thought of it this way, but you can have self-confidence and have really low self-esteem at the same time. Being self-confident is just being sure of or self-assured of your ability or actions. But that doesn't mean that your self-esteem is healthy, meaning how you feel about yourself overall is pretty low. When you love yourself, your self-esteem improves, which makes you more confident. You see how that works? Like, it's like tiles, like blocks. They grow on top of each other. They perform off of each other. Like, if this is great, then this is gonna be great, and if this is great, then this is gonna be great. They just keep stacking up on top of each other. Your self-esteem is not for others, it's for you. Now, you can be in front of your friends and family all confident, but if your self-esteem or your self-love is really low, I mean, doesn't it kind of just feel like an act? Doesn't it kind of just feel like an act? Because I've been there, and that's how it feels to me. Putting on a show for people, even if you really mean it, if you know that your abilities are great, but overall you're not too happy with yourself and who you are, it can be tiring. Like, I feel like I'm acting almost. When you look in the mirror, what is it that you see? If the first thing that you do is put yourself down, then that is not okay. And I know y'all know it's not okay, but that don't stop people from doing it. That don't stop me from doing it. Low self-esteem means that you think badly about yourself and your ability to do things. It can lead to other problems, especially concerning your mental health. I personally have suffered from self-esteem issues for as long as I can remember. And though they shouldn't, other people can and do play a role in how you are and how you feel about yourself and your self-esteem overall. For the most part, I was never like an outcast or the kid that nobody knew or the loner or whatever. And it's okay if you are that person, but that wasn't really me. But even having friends and being on the basketball team and being in choir and just being involved in other extracurriculars, people still said hurtful things to me and about me. And honestly, it was mostly on my appearance. If you watch my other videos, then you know that I've put this out here before, but I am a hairy person. Like, you can't probably see it, or you probably can in the video, but I'm a hairy person. Everyone knows that. I know that. And people never failed to let me know it, as if I don't know. Like, one of the earliest memories I have of being insecure was probably like the 2nd grade. And I remember we were sitting on like this mat, or rug. I don't know if every school had this when you was a kid, but you know, that reading rug where your teacher's reading a book to you and you're all just sitting on the rug or whatever. I had a long sleeve shirt on in the middle of the summer, just so no one could see how hairy my arms were. Like, what the hell is that? I was literally a child, and no, it didn't stop there. I can vaguely remember crying to my mom at the kitchen table. At this point, I think I was in middle school, but I was just crying to her because someone said something about me having hair on my lip, as if having hair or peach fuzz or whatever is not normal. No, having hair isn't normal. Like, everybody grows hair, some people more in other places. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't ask for that to happen. People, kids, society, they can all be so cruel. And honestly, it took years for me to realize that I didn't really care what they thought or what anybody thought. Since the 7th grade, I have been putting myself on diets and going up and down with my weight and my emotions, all because my self-esteem was low and I was just hella insecure. And I'm not saying that I'm just 100% secure and have the best self-esteem in the world right now, but I am way better than I was, and I'm very proud of that. And honestly, one of the reasons that I'm wanting to make this video today is because in the past 6 months to a year now, I have been really trying to uplift myself and reshape my way of thinking. And I can honestly stand here today and say that it's becoming easier and easier and easier to love myself more and more every day. I didn't always feel that way. I had people, specifically an ex, telling me that I was conceited because I called myself pretty. Like, what is that? Being conceited and thinking that you're pretty are not the same things. Like, I can think I'm pretty without being, you know, having a big head about it. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Once you stop caring what other people have to say about you and to you, the better you will be. Now, if people are constantly telling you that you're being, you know, a bitch or you're rude or you're mean all the time, then you should probably listen and kind of do a little reevaluation of yourself. But those people that are always trying to like put you down and tell you that you're not worth it or that you don't deserve to be happy or whatever, they don't need to be a part of your life. It's okay to cut them off, period, no matter who they are. Do not stay with someone or around people just because of the logistics of things. Like, if you're in a relationship, an unhealthy relationship, and y'all's name is both on the place or something, so do not stay somewhere that's not healthy or good for your mental sanity just because of the logistics of things. Like, you can figure it out and you will figure it out, and it's not worth your mental health and well-being. You're not always gonna have people in your corner to uplift you and make you feel good about yourself, so you have to learn to do that for yourself. It's your job to love you, not really anybody else's. I will say though that I'm fortunate to have the friends and family that I have, and how 𝗂𝗍 is truly my soul sister, because when it comes to this and I'm feeling like insecure or ugly or whatever, I am truly bad at speaking negative things about myself, but she nips it in the bud like real quick, and then it makes me feel bad about even saying those things about myself, because honestly I truly do know that the value of me does not solely rely on the way my body looks or what anybody else thinks. I know that it's deeper than that, and I'm reminded that regardless of those words that I spoke about myself or what someone else says, is that I am a beautiful person inside and out, and that's on period. So teach yourself to love your flaws, every part of them, and know that God would not have put them there if he didn't believe that they were meant to be there, because we are made beautiful in his sight. We literally only have this one life here on earth, and working with what you've got is gonna take you places. Some things can be worked on and changed, but loving yourself at every stage is the most important, and it just makes the journey that much better. And I know I've been talking forever already, it feels like I'm already at 23 minutes on my camera, but I just want to reiterate and add to by saying that you should always do what makes you happy and makes you feel good. I mean, be smart, but do what's best for you. Take care of yourself and push that negativity out of your life. You don't need it. If something feels toxic, that's because it is toxic. Let it go and move on and grow. Pray for guidance in your life. Do not let other people bring you down when you were meant to be up. Like, no, it's not okay, and it's not worth the trauma. Again, every day I practice saying these affirmations, and I pray, and you know, I just ask for the guidance and the wisdom to be who it is that I know that I can be and who God wants me to be. Tell yourself that you're beautiful. Remind yourself every day. Don't let the first thing that comes to your mind be something negative about yourself. Every time it is, check yourself real quick, okay? Because that is just going to ruin your self-esteem. That is going to ruin your self-love. You need to practice loving yourself, and the more and more that you do it, the more and more that you will. Your girl is, I'm not a little girl, as you can tell. I'm not small, I'm not itty bitty. Have I always been okay with that? No. Am I still 100% okay with that? No. But every day I'm looking at myself and I'm telling myself how beautiful I am, regardless of what society thinks is beautiful, because I know that I'm beautiful. Like a year ago I would have said something different. Today you can't tell me nothing, and that's on period. I know what confidence issues I have, and I'm working on that, and I'm not gonna let anyone else try to check me on that, because I'm checking myself. I don't need people to tell me what's wrong with me, okay? Because first of all, ain't nothing wrong with me. I just have a few things that I would like to improve on myself, and I know that I can do those things, and the things that I cannot, I'm accepting that and learning how to deal with that, as should everyone else. Hold yourself to high but attainable standards, and know that you can do anything that you want, and you absolutely should do anything and everything that you need. Like, somebody needs to frame that little saying right there. Like, you can do anything, but you should do what you need, period. But yeah, this video is, you know, way too long already, and I feel like I've got my point across. If you want any more tips or advice, y'all can always hit me up. You can go to my Instagram at @Maya_P, DM your girl. I would be happy to talk to y'all. Leave your comments down below, and I'll also try and get to y'all that way. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to your girl's channel. I would really appreciate it, and it would help me out so much. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share it with your people. You know, someone that needs to hear this. Let them know that you was thinking about them, and you know, they need to get their act together, and they need to, you know, watch this video. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so very much, and hopefully I will see you all in the next video. Peace.